Alright, well, let's go live. Looks like we're live. Turn the music off. We're in Waco right now. We are blasting south towards a supercell that's located over Colleen, moving east at 15 or so. It's riding the warm front, and it does appear that tornado potential is going to skyrocket with this storm as it continues moving east. I'm going to pull it up on radar, and the radar isn't working. So that's good. And then we're stuck in traffic, so. There it is. Alright, so we got the radar up. That's the storm we're targeting. Oh, tornado warning. God bless it! Been stuck in traffic on I-35 for the last 45 minutes, and there's the tornado warning. Why are we just stopping? What is with this state and its inability to drive? Still haven't replaced the windshield either, but that's fine. This is fine. We're fine. We're just having a good old day in the hill country. How about that? You guys want to catch a crash out on stream? It's about to happen. So we are in Waco. We're trying to get to Temple. We are not going to get to Temple or Colleen before this storm tornadoes. It's not going to happen. And I am going to just lose my shit. There's the storm on radar. Jimmy Sinicki is on the storm right now. He said it's got a pretty potent wall cloud and it appears to be cycling. I'm not going to be surprised to see it go and produce an extremely photogenic tornado in the next 45 minutes to an hour. It is riding the warm front. It is heading due south. I am going to lose it. Crash out on stream. Here it comes. Because this is what we're stuck in. I need some nicotine before I just pop off and start doing stupid shit. Those aren't the ones I'm looking for. So I have been very carefully and closely trying to forecast this since last night. And I figured this was going to be the target today. I figured. Oh, the camera's not on. I'm talking to nothing. The camera's not working. Why isn't the camera working? There it is. I figured this was going to happen. I've been watching, like, there is 6,000 Cape. 6,000 Cape riding a warm front in Texas in May is a go here idiot. If there has ever been one. But the models also didn't show storms firing until a little later. I figured I could leave at 2 o'clock and be there by 5. And instead, it's tornado warned now at 4:15. I'm over it. And yes, Scott, I saw your text. You're supposed to pass on the left, but you see here, people just love to use the left lane as a pleasure cruise. I don't get it. Like, there's no way that that is not going to produce just an absolute photogenic hog of a tornado in the next 20 minutes or so. And yet, here we are, stuck in traffic on I-35. See, this is what I mean. If you're not going to pass and you're not going to do silly things, don't just hang out in the left lane like all of these vehicles are doing. At least he has the sense to move over. We drop south on 35 past Temple to Salado. We could probably get in front of it. Because it's heading almost due south at, what, 25, 30 miles an hour? 10. We're looking to get to maybe Florence. Florence seems like a good target. So we'll put that in the GPS. Got to get through all that construction traffic south of Temple on 35. That's going to be the next hurdle to cross. And by the way, the left lane in Texas is generally used as a no passing for semis, no driving for semis. There's a semi in the left lane. Don't get me started on how bad that makes me. And at the very least, we may not see a tornado, but you guys are just going to get a road rage crash out from me on live stream free of charge. You're welcome. Still also haven't fixed the windshield yet. But I figured if we were going to go chase some hailstorms today, we may as well, you know. This looks like Bennington for me. God. That's another thing that drives me nuts when you're like, and I noticed it's a lot of California and out-of-state drivers that do it. If you're in the left lane and you're trying to pass and they're just hugging the left lane, they'll brake check you. It's like, you are in the left lane, you are in the wrong. Why are you brake checking me? Yes, it's a very easy slam jump. Joey is talking in my group chat. Like, why are we just going to hog the left lane? Get over. Speed up and get over. The speed limit's 75. Why are you doing 65? Like, it's basic reading comprehension. That's what it comes down to. Read the speed limits. Learn what they say. Don't flip me off. Learn what the speed limit is. I feel you on street. Yes, sir, Cade. Yes, sir. Oh, this makes me so mad. This was such an easy forecast, too. Why didn't I just leave earlier? Like, don't get me wrong, a big portion of this is my fault. I should have left 2 hours before I did. Have a couple mergers to contend with in its future, too. Hopefully we can get there before that happens. We're in Lorena. We are 45 miles from my target town. At 80 miles an hour, that's about, I'm not a math major, at 80 miles an hour, that's about 30 minutes. So I guess I'll pull up the radar and just like look at the rotation in that couplet. Like that is gonna put down a big tornado. So if you're watching and you're from Central Texas and you're south of Killeen, towards Briggs, Florence, what other towns are in the path? Be aware. Be weather ready. Get it. Yes, sir, Jason. Yes, sir. Oh man, the nicotine is hitting good right. Police reported ahead. Uh-oh. They look like they're on the northbound side though. I don't see anybody on the southbound side. I'm gonna turn the heat up a little bit. It got cold in here now that the clouds came out and the sun went away. So real quick, I am going to give a plug to everybody watching. My partners this year, I've partnered with Texas Tornado Hunters. It's a local group of good dudes out of DFW that have the same passion that I do. I've worked with Jason, the professional capacity for a few years ago when I worked for the city of Fort Worth, or at MedStar, as it used to be. Used to see him a lot on night shift. We didn't know that, we were storm chasers until we got to talking this year. So I've partnered with their team, and it's good. Like I said, it's a good group of dudes. It's fun to hang out with them. I'm also partnered and sponsored by Sanctuary Laser Engraving. They're a new Etsy store. It's a family member running a little side business. Does a lot of cool laser engraved gifts and neat stuff. So if you're into like coasters, mugs, flasks, hats, patches, things like that, your laser engraved stocking stuffers would be like a really good way to put it. He also does like award plaques and neat stuff like that. Check him out. I have a link to him on my Facebook page. I will make another shared post a little later this week highlighting some of their stuff. Thanks for the sponsorship on that one, Dad. Thanks for the help this season. And then we're working with Major League Chasing. I'm actually not live on their page today. I should probably go live. It's Gio and his team. I just share my stream over to their side, help their coverage a little bit. Why did I lose the stream? Oh, I didn't lose the stream. It just paused for a minute. So there we go. That's my sponsorships. That's the crash out. We got that out of the way. That is going to be a monster tornado before too long. It is just a very potent supercell riding an unlimited boundary space. Like 6,000 cape, unlimited daytime heating, very little to mess with it. So the goal is Florence. We're going to get to Florence and try and get out in front of it. It's down. Apparently there's a tornado on the ground right now near south of Kempner. Possible tornado on the ground south of Kempner per my group chat. And the fact that it like went completely radio silent tells me there probably is a tornado on the ground. We're probably missing it. We are probably missing a very beautiful, strong, photogenic tornado south of Kempner. Connor Croft is reporting that it's down, but it's rain wrapped on his stream. So if you want to see the tornado, go watch Connor Croft, Vince Valenti, and see the storm. And instead of hanging out with me, where I'm crashing out and road raging. Bunch of traffic in Temple. We gotta get to Salado and drop south and get in front of it. I'm optimistic about our chances. Like, I also think it's moving slow enough and it's in a good enough environment. It's not going to be a one and done, or it shouldn't be a one and done, and there'll probably be another storm that does go tornadic in this environment, but it's in the best parameter space. It's such a stupid and fickle hobby. Like, I called this chase last night. It's fine. It'll be fine. We'll get there. This is what we've talked about. We've talked about this. This is just... It's a wedge. I'm gonna text my cousin, Abby. Oh, let me text my cousin. Voice text. Not Abby, Julie. Text on Julie. Part of my problem today is that I stayed up late being responsible and doing schoolwork when I should have, like, gone to bed at a reasonable time, got up early, did what I had to do today. This guy. Oh, look at that. There's a whole line of traffic hogging the left lane. And also, this left split is throwing lightning out in front of the storm. There's lightning off to the left. What up, Jason? There is a tornado reportedly on the ground south of Kempner, which is southwest of Colleen by a little bit. South of, on the boundary, 6,000 Cape. Here we are. Switch over to the radar real quick. Again, reportedly to be a tornado on the ground for all of the other live streamers that had better planning and foresight than I did. We're in Temple passing the Buc-ee's. Hey, at least in a high coverage area, the internet's working pretty good. There's like zero stream delay because I'm watching on my phone so I can see the chat feed. And let me adjust that. The switch is almost instantaneous, so at least that works. Hopefully, because this is a pretty populated area, my internet connection stays good for the duration. Stream looks and sounds good. Thank you, sir. Excuse me, pardon me, I'm just going to take advantage of this little gap in between y'all here, if you don't mind, Mr. Civic. I'm going to have to go around to the right. It's undergoing another left split, too. This is like a very healthy cyclic supercell. Switch over to the radar real quick. There's the new left split beginning. Let me zoom out a little bit because I'm so zoomed in on it. There's another left split forming over Colleen. So it'll split left. The right split will continue to move south, southeast, kind of along that warm front. And it'll hopefully not have much to interfere with it. I mean, I could see this going on to being a long track, albeit slow-moving, tornado-producing supercell for the hill country. Shared my stream. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. If y'all are on Facebook or watching on the Facebook page, go ahead and share the stream. Share it, get it out there. Every little bit helps. We all just slammed on the brakes because there's a cop just sitting on the side of the road. Yeah, they're talking in my group chat right now. I'm not looking at my phone actively. I have my iPad over here to the right that's giving me my situational awareness, and there's a lot of chatter going on. It's like, yeah, SPC didn't pull a 2% for today, but this is such a hard forecast. I can't say I'm surprised that they didn't. Like, if you just go straight from the textbook and look at all your parameters for tornadoes. There's very little lower level shear support and upper level shear support even to produce tornadoes. It's primarily a hail threat, elevated supercells near a boundary. That's going to be a more potent hail producer than it would be a tornado producer. But when you have that front and winds, and my meteorology is not the best. I'm not a meteorologist, I'm just a storm chaser. So my meteorology is not all there, but when you have that frontal boundary kind of draping through an area and you have good winds going in both directions against it, you're going to have a localized area of vorticity and enhanced shear. And when you put 6,000 cape, which is a lot of energy, and that's just a lot, that's just a lot of convective potential on that boundary, your storm is going to modify your environment and create that environment to be productive to tornadoes. And the storm modifies the environment that it's in. That's why, like the saying always goes, high cape, low shear, those are the days you want to keep an eye on. And those have been some of my better days. Hawley last year, El Dorado last year, like playing Lockett in 2021, Lockett in 2022. The nighttime wedge outside of Lockett, there's a lot of convective potential with not a lot of shear, and the storms just modify the environment that they're in to ingest that energy and harvest that potential to produce a tornado and become tornado producing supercells. At least that's my understanding of it. Again, I'm not a meteorologist. It's just like when I'm at work and I'm talking to patients about something. I'm not a doctor. I'm just a paramedic. I have a very decent understanding of what's going on, but I don't have the years and years of formal education to back it. We're stuck in traffic. Now, if I were to go to school for meteorology, which is something that I am considering, I'm just going to, we're stuck in traffic. I got nothing to do at this point, but talk to you guys. I'm currently in school for my bachelor's in public safety administration and education, particularly with an EMS focus, because that's what I do. I'm a paramedic. Emergency medical services. My plan is to go all the way to a PhD and get my doctorate in administration and emergency management, because I don't even know how to explain it, and people ask me this question a lot too. Just the emergency management and the behind the scenes element of disaster planning, but particularly the operational side, which is what I do. Operationally, I'm a paramedic. I function under the operations element of the emergency management hierarchy. Operationally, that's where a lot of my fascination is, coordinating things on the ground, coordinating and executing in disaster situations and disaster planning. That was something I was really involved in with one of my last jobs. All of that aside, if I were to go to school for meteorology, I could see myself getting off of the ambulance and going into a operational emergency management and meteorology function. Especially with Texas, they're one of the better states about it. The whole Texas Department of Emergency Management, Texas A&M, they have a just colossal operational meteorology division. And then the way that our public health system is managed, we have regional advisory councils. I believe there's 11 of them here in the state that support the day-to-day operations of hospitals, EMS, public health. There's meteorologists embedded within the RAC that provide daily forecasts to again, emergency managers, administrators, chiefs, local officials. That's a role I would love to see myself in about 10 years' time. In addition to being a firefighter paramedic, that's where my passion is. I love being a paramedic, and I love the firefighting side of it. There's now a PDS tornado warning in effect for what county? Williamson. What counties? Burnett, parts of Williamson. We're gonna get awfully close to the Austin Metro here too before too long. That's the storm at the moment with the PDS warnings on it. I really, again, bumper to bumper traffic here in Temple, so I have no choice but to kind of just babble and talk about. Hi, Dad, you're the only one watching. I bored everybody to death. Do some warning coverage, I guess. How far does this traffic? This traffic goes all the way to Belton. Oh my God, we're cooked. We are cooked, chat. Chelsea Burnett has a large tornado on her stream. What is going to be a good way to show you guys the photo of that? Oh, you know what? I can do this. I'm going to airdrop it to the laptop and pull it up on stream real quick. I'm going to switch to radar scope, and we'll just switch this to a screen capture. There's the tornado. This is ongoing south of Kempner right now. Storm Chaser Chelsea Burnett, credit for the photo. She is also streaming. She should be like right here somewhere. But anyway, switch back to OBS for a minute. Application capture, there we go. It's got a very healthy cycle going on too. But here we are, stuck in traffic in Temple. Switch back to the radar. Oh, I'm going to call my brother.
Your call has been forwarded to voice.
Once I get out of this traffic, this would be outstanding. It would be great if I could get out of this traffic. That would... Hey, are you seeing all of the... Are you seeing all the pictures and stuff on Twitter?
No, why?
There's a large wedge tornado on the ground south of Kempner, nearly stationary.
Oh, damn. Are you close?
I'm in Temple. I'm 30 minutes away from my target, stuck in bumper-to-bumper traffic.
Ugh, it's the worst, isn't it? Fuck.
Yeah, you're on stream, by the way, so hi. I mean, it's riding the warm front. It's moving at like 10 miles an hour. There's a couple more chances for... it's going to stay producing. It's by itself.
It is, yeah. I've been watching it.
Once I can get through Belton, I'm going to cut west from Salado and catch up to it in Florence. But until then...
Of course this guy's on it. And it's funny how there's a zero, well...
There's zero tornado risk, yeah.
No, you were right, man. The environment was looking good. There's a decent amount of people on it.
Yeah, I mean, everybody and their brother's on it right now, except me.
It might keep going.
It's turning right, actually. Well, it's like turning more back towards the north. If you look at the latest couple of frames.
Where are you at, Salado, you said?
I am in Belton, or just north of Belton on 35.
Are you taking it down to what?
I'm going to go to Salado and go west from Salado on whatever that road is. I've got the GPS set for Florence. I'm 30 minutes from Florence.
Feels silly for sitting today on class. There'll be a lot more chances.
Yeah, I don't know. The models look good for the rest of the month, so that a lot of mesoscale days like this are in our future, and it probably will continue all the way into June. So we'll have more chances. And I mean, I'm going to get on this storm before too long. I'm 30 minutes from it. I just got to get through traffic.
Right. And you know what's funny, dude? I skipped today because I worked late, and then I had all this homework due, and then the stuff that was due tonight, she just sent an email and extended it to tomorrow. I'm like, of course.
Well, hopefully bag a hog on this one, but we'll see.
Hey, you gotta get on the board, man.
18 minutes from Salado.
18 minutes to Salado?
According to the sign on the side of the road right now.
I think you'll get there. You'll get there.
All right. Well, I'm streaming. You can watch my crash out and my frustration. Otherwise, I will talk to you later.
All right, man. Good luck.
Yeah, tell the kids I said hi. Watch the stream with them.
All right. All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Traffic's starting to move a little faster, so that gives me some hope. The service road is moving faster than the highway. That's hilarious. So again, to reiterate, for anybody that's just joining, there's a tornado on the ground, or there was a tornado on the ground. I'm not sure if it sounds like it roped out and lifted and is cycling about 10 miles south of Kempner, or southwest of Killeen in the central Texas Hill Country. We are stuck in traffic on I-35 in Temple near Belton, trying to catch up to it. We'll be on it before too long. We have 3.5 hours of sunlight left at this point, so we'll catch up to it. I'm not super worried, but am I not live on Twitter? No, I'm live on Twitter. Why does it say I'm not live on Twitter? What I wish was the sponsor for today's chase. Zinn and Red Bull, Storm Chaser Fuel. Traffic is starting to lighten up a little bit. We're going to get to Florence. We're going to get in front of it. I'm a little upset with myself. To reiterate, I'm a little upset with myself because I forecasted this from happening last night. Said this was going to happen. Knew this was going to happen. Decided to be responsible. And look at where it got us. Also, still needed a new windshield if you couldn't tell. We're 9 miles from Salado. We're going to go west from Salado and get on this thing. Hopefully in a hurry. Alright, let's get on it. $283 in a mile. Oh, there it is. It's getting a new hook on radar. It's developing a new hook. It's got an RFD surge around the back, as you can kind of see on radar. If you look at that, there's a new tornado warning as well. If you look at that little ball shape at the end of the storm, it's got a little RFD surge around the back there. We're going to Florence. So we'll go north out of Florence and be in a good position here in about 15 minutes or so. The roof camera is out of commission at the moment. I have to replace the fan on it, so we are going to... What's up, Doris? Welcome to the stream. We are just outside of Salado now, heading west into this tornado-warned supercell. Thanks for joining. Skirt the edge of the core, but I'm not super worried about hail right now. And then it's a 60-mile-an-hour highway with no passing zones, so... Ooh, that was close.